was a transfer for your D and come out when I say MPP among your Quenimo, a Fraban year 2028, join a party no Edineba, a year of Kennedy Agyapong, and I said Dr. Alhad Mahmoud Bawumia, and I say a year Brian Champon, why and a BD party no enim 2028. And I know, and I'm commodity more, or a year Fred Agbanyo, or also at the prediction, the Aban watcher say, your fan Sam baby Usuka, say year of Kennedy Agyapong, and about BD a year MPP among your Kuno anymore 2028. Name and year of Dr. Alhad Mahmoud Bawumia. I was young commander Wayan Quay, not intense, so do a Fred Agbanyo, or they are two a Johnny Aba. You have a transfer fee, your D and Seminole and so on and come on.
I'll start with you, Fred. A stalwart of the NPP, for example, Boakye Jakon, thinks that the thank you tour has lost its originality or what it was really intended to do and might lead to the party imploding. I don't know what your thoughts are about this particular thank you tour and some of the things that have been said.
Well, thank you very much. Let me say good morning to our viewers and my brother, a big and a rich man, and a very self.
Where is this from?
Let me extend my greetings also to the people of the Republic of SAR. I'm a little bit under the weather, so just bear with me.
Sure.
I don't know what is moving around the atmosphere, so just bear with me. I don't know. Ordinarily, I would have said, Mami Dimi Fiasem, the NPP to keep their own case to themselves. Yeah. But to the extent that as a public institution, all of us have an interest in it.
Exactly.
I believe in multi-party democracy, and so I'm interested in seeing other political parties doing well and position themselves to be able to govern as and when the people of this country decide to give them the mandate. And that is to that extent that I want to comment on what is happening in NPP today. You see, I have served our party all the way to the national level, and so I understand what happens when you go for an elections and you lose an elections and you come out of the elections and you really want to come back to as a political party. There's a way you are expected to go about things. Now, you set up a committee to do what you are calling fact-finding. I have an issue. The person you place as the head of that committee himself was very deep in the entire controversy, right from Parliament, to the extent that for the first time in our history, in the Fourth Republic, you had a situation where the president's nominee for the speakership of Parliament was voted against. His own people also contributed to it. So if your MPs, you are not popular with your MPs didn't accept you, that alone should give some signal to the president, no. And so how do you now go and set up a committee to go into fact-finding, and this person now is the chair of that committee?
His stature within the party is quite revered within the NPP.
His stature was bruised.
I think you have used the right expression.
It was bruised.
You know, he lost it. He lost the stature that he had after the 2020 elections, because he was the Speaker of Parliament then. And we also what happened before, after 2020, right?
Yeah.
And so how can we say because of his stature in the party? He has also contested the flag bearer before, if you remember.
Yeah.
Far back in 2017.
Yeah.
2007.
Yeah.
That primaries at Legon, he was part of it. So he has his own camp. He has people who like him and those who don't like him. He became a speaker. If what his colleagues or the MPs at his side did at the time to go by, you can't then conclude that, hey, it's not very well accepted even within that enclave. Now, he was a former MP for Dominic Kwabenya. His son contested in that elections. He even had comments made by
Adom
and Kennedy Agyapong at a point. He was appealing to Ken to help the son win the elections. But my business mother is in the race. I to leave my business mother come and support your son. We heard all these things, right? And so when the elections are over now, you make a person like this the chair of the committee. You are starting on the wrong footing. People cannot trust the person in charge. You can say that the other people, but he is the head. So whatever reports he brings, people will be looking at the report with some skepticism, like real. Can he really put the facts? Because he was really involved in the entire campaign. He was consulted in everything that they did. So how can you be your own judge in your own court and expect to be able to put out a credible report that people can trust? That aside, whichever way you have brought the report, the first thing you do as a political party is to sit in-house, leadership. Try to resolve whatever issues you have among yourselves. A few people contested for the flag bearership, including Kennedy Agyapong, Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. and those who contested and they left the scene for these two to continue.
Yeah.
Some people even left the party. Some people were sacked from the party. And so the first thing you should have done is to sit down in the office there. Okay, call Bawumia, call Kennedy, call Kennedy, call Ajaku, call all those big guys, including the former chairman that you forcefully pushed out of the party. And what's his name?
Afoko.
Paul Afoko. And the second vice chair, what's his name? Sami Crab and all these guys.
Yeah.
Sit them down. You manage, because they are the kingpins, they are the big boys. They are the people of the following. So you mind them in a room. When you have generally resolved that issue indoor, now you can move out there and say you are going to embark on a thank you talk. I watch and I ask myself, is this in a thank you talk or an interaction with your party faithfuls? When I go for the elections and I win the election, I don't limit my thank you talk to my party executives. I'm going to thank the entire constituency, the chiefs and everybody. But what I see so far, that's if they are interacting. Eric, good to see you. Welcome.
After he's finished punching you.
I was listening to him.
Oh, but you know, I have to be friendly fire. Yeah, I've not said anything. Friendly fire, you know.
Yeah.
And so, you ask yourself, how on earth, if the people who said they are going to do a thank you talk, they've not been able to resolve their issues in-house, and you move out there, how are you able to reconcile the people you are going to meet? And so, right in front of the people on the platform, people are throwing salvos at each other. How does it help? So you are deepening the holes rather. And so they should see what they are doing. In fact, it is not a thank you talk. What they intend to do, you see, Bawumia is not getting it. I advised him before the 2024 elections that Alhaji Bawumia exit with Nana Adom. Go and stay somewhere. You can go and do some consultancy, some lectureship, whatever you want to do with yourself. Let 1 term pass, let 2 term pass. Come back. By which time, Ghanaians would have forgotten, most of the things that you did. Because before the 2024 election,
growing on.
What's that? You need credibility. Okay, you need credibility to win an elections. Nanado has shown us that even at 74, 75, you can win an election. Bawumia is barely, is it 60, even 60 years? You don't even have 60 years.
No.
He's on 60.
No, I doubt Bawumia is 60. He's not
He's on
60.
60. He was 60.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's barely 60. But all of us agree. I'm 49. Eric, my junior brother.
Well, let's say good morning to Eric Chum. Eric Chum is a member of the MPP.
So let me just
Good to
land
have you.
and allow Eric to talk about the issue. And I watch Abronye and I watch Kennedy Agyapong.
Is it true that 2 of them were fighting?
I do not know.
Oh, about
I hear the video is there.
No, the video is there. I've seen
Have
the
you
video.
seen it?
You have seen the video.
Yeah, people have seen it. I haven't seen
I have
it.
seen the
But
video.
I haven't
I have
seen
heard
it.
about it.
You know,
But
it's-
maybe if your producers have, they might want to show it to us so that we all see.
I haven't seen it. And
Talk
I
to your
don't think
producer.
they have.
No, it's
Talk to
not
your
about
producer.
you. It's your
Yeah.
producers.
You don't want to show it.
They are listening. If they have it, they will show it.
You see, and so I don't think that what is going on now is proper. You see, and already the fashions are becoming too clear. What is Dr. Bawumia saying on the talk? He goes somewhere to go and say, okay, blame Nana Akufo-Addo for our problems. The next day he goes back and say, well, posterity will judge Nana Addo. What does he say?
He says
At one point-
history will be kind to Nana.
No, so you the same person have admitted on the same platform that you know what? The man contributed to our defeat based on his policies and the things that he did. The arrogance of power that was exhibited and everything. The fact that he couldn't call people to order. He sat on a watch. The investment that they did in the so-called cathedral, $58 million down the drain. I don't know what we are going to do with that thing today. I don't know how we are going to get that project completed. My advice really on this show this morning to President Mahama, let's get some investors. Let's convert that whole place into some beautiful apartments for workers. You know, the rich hospital has staff, they can stay in there. People working in the ministries can stay in there. You know, the place already very choked. And the traffic that we have in town, that is the only thing we can turn that place into. Because for me, I've been interested from the word go. So how do you go and put a cathedral in that space when the place is already very choked? You have a crash post in there. You have Parliament over there. You have
AICC.
and all these institutions. What such interventions does that they open up the country. What would have been wrong if you take that into a breeze somewhere? You take that into Sogakope Road somewhere. The city, new city will emerge.
Exactly.
Well planned. But it's as if we I don't know. So Bawumia admits that some of these things contributed to their defeat.
Very well.
Now the same person that came about to tell us, you know what? Oh, he should be very kind to Akufo-Addo. What is he saying? All right, he must take responsibility because he dented his personal image as a candidate. Go on the internet and Google Alhaji Bawumia. You see, everything is driven by perception. The perception out there is that it doesn't speak the truth. The perception out there is that it's always, and go and check. I can list over 1,000 issues.
Very well.
And so for me, he needs to do proper assessment. And I can tell you, I'm not a prophet of doom. The person leading NPP 2028 elections is none other but Kennedy Agyapong and not Alhaji Bawumia. Mark it on the wall.
Right, I'm saying people quote ni Owura Fred Agbanyo ne ana echegu ye ni sinkonya na ye de nsem no enso ho enko na ye ni nkomon.
Owura Fred Agbanyo am so no akasa no. Okase we die. Osanko odi ni fi asem na so wansa MPP ye public institution tino. They found on so. No for him to say 2028 Nipo be fragment adama NPP Agyapong on what basis? Se si ayeka say no poll, opinion poll be anywhere as what just say Kennedy Agyapong is ahead of Bawumia.
Sure.
And it will quite possible sir because Kennedy Agyapong and you're former flag bearer. Bawumia a former flag bearer any other. It was that maybe who said the whole thing was started as something like a crocodile the drum. I said the Padudo and MPs the drone say Bawumia. But it drew a point where Bawumia call a campaign now. Now, baby, one more really Pabami and 7 didn't as in Penifua. Now you ask yourself, what you saw about you so about so it is possible, no. Now you're doing camouflage and any other. Many a maka, the Massa Swaka. Kennedy Agyapong or your fine material in terms of experience. So that's here. Okay, on one case single-handedly, Unipa. Bako adwuma wabie ene nipa enya no so mfaso daily enya samketwa nti sanko onya kwa ba ema mpani a bia na nkebeboa de ntia no say sabe nipa wotumi awe aboa koto no okaso bawe kora ya nyina chinye so workers of over 5,000 na so otumi ma obi a ho to no sade ye omokeka no a ade to bedi ma mpani anka ho to mba nanso asamba kwa me nya kan because I am not a hypocrite. Any one ankasa ni padua ne credibility baby wama na ayefia kwa koduru no ebeye dene so be di party na nimu a just se bia omope mechanism bia omode beye ne ho adwuma na ebi omawoshe efini ntontodie bia e wono ho because one person wo be Ghana mampani e wo so mo kan se bebre fa mama ho ba mama was not verbally your friend say no nye onye insultive sa no ni atamba sa on ateni anu o share anka won expect say pani bi beka na papa Kennedy no ka he's my man I love him so much but the fact is that sa na ma na oye ne de so pani ye de adi say so person obedi man pani and obe flag bearer part ya omonye sad ne ho adwuma yi pa because na nsen akra no a e ba say Kennedy Bawumia Kennedy o ma start yi ni video bi ba ya wo di mahamatam ama wo kwasia ne saa ne manema no ka teni eden na bia ya yi Akufo-Addo because na cheche obi na you know but once you make your mind and you made your mind say oh babegina no saa ne manyina be pop up so when these things are out what is he going to do to you know purify himself from these things others here is animal nyina ade oso mo ye hu adwuma nti se Fred Agbanyo Canada and Fred Agbanyo no at what position and ne position as what in capacity as what no dey kase ayi ne ba be di akunyo no and a Kennedy Agyapong 2028 na say MP before they show madwunu mu say enye 2028 na mo pani mo pe 2032 yes
arenja
me kasam na akire wo me baba ma de ntia nipa kro otiase no ontiase so a eyewa obanku apa fadi nkumankwa apa so atwumako fadi Me ba be cho de ti America sa. Ghana ha na mo abakọ semu abatuo mu e bia Kennedy Agyapong na ne obebreki sa agents ne dia.
Okay.
Ene no nso wo ho. Na emo se de abakọ sem na ekasa nobody since 1992. Ana the first time was me baba ye flag bearer abedi president ko ani ato ama ebi nsi da. Na me ka ebia na fi ne BBC dia.
BBC dia, okay.
Professor Albert Edubuahen oko 92 ya nto ama no. J Kufuor oko 96 ya nto ama no. Oko 90 yes oko 96 ya nto ama no 2000 ene atoma no. Nana Kufuor oko 208 ya nto ama no. 2012 bacho ya nto ama no me ka edi ruwa ko si ba bi e frosa aya 2016 ansana Ghana for ede be ehunu mobo to ma de fortunately for him of ampumam ne be sim that's a number ko sim dada and kwa 2012 aban se de siko ya ka tell say it was something which is there as a fracadam we bi na mama de be di akonya no o san ya se wo ba no 2020 ye to abatia no 2024 ne Saadamanti Kennedy Agyapong ba that is ba market no 2028 no say be no 2032 no aye popular
sure
se sa na mo pen dia mo petumi 2028 dia na mo so petumi 2020 o nye research emfa Bawumia ho say ye sad ne ko be fa dia because he's been marketed already ye da ne ko na be fa dia ene ono na o say because ko ni din na di kan establish dan ko fo adwum dada ene o wura fie be bi sa kola say Juan on Muhammad Jobaka Bawumia straight up. So at I say, it's a son of parent dia and Omonyan Sanimo some percent almost Winia Kunyan 2020, which is not most likely. And it dear, me am a pair by Kwame Bomon Pasaka 2020 almost angry, no more true position Omunshia Nyansa, a babu on course. Cecilia de Cosnia say, Bosumi say, Cromon Fansia, Bosumi say. Enuma abitwamu fansia ensia se to aba December
and then remember Hamane Ghana for bidding come 120 days in office no
obeka de waye
no ma hodo ma yin
no bibi a waye de
say na na ebe hu 120
na sa wo so ye nipa wonam oya hu ne waye
sa fe no guso
me
points ne oyi nkofo ne
e de afena me de me ntra anye hypocrite maka say men judge Mahama enemu baabia kosi be December enemu baabia kosi December ana mo asem bi ka meka so far de onye bia no enye me nwanwa na me pressure no nso nemo from December going ene be so torch na hwehwe ntokuru ya se omo ka we de no moye na de ba ko a kwa me kama manfo ate ase ne se sadie bi enkoye ne ka so sa fe no aba power Nemo bibi kakra bi ye na no ya ti petrol so ze mama ba ya ti petrol so no tu petrol so ntumi nya kwan enti no se papa enye ma ho kacham say system na da o ti se petrol nti so nya ban bia na ti so ya fra bibi OPEC Organization of Petroleum Deben Authority me refi omufu mi ni no so what I say e system no ma hihya to ho enti system no I'm say 3 months to 1 month to say bia no omo ye upgrading so omo hwe na o se atuma ni atu o se yatito ani ateso nyama mpani bia asam na mo wo man ni mo no o man na wo mampani ko di mu mampani no o na bia santumu ba so ma absorbe e kana aba no man to no formal price na ene ateso so so ke ni meteso magia to se yemfa bo no OPEC for di aba no eti enkwati credit ma ho sada ba ya bibi su nko yi obi ntumi fa nkonkoshew ko afa na waba wo yen totoye eti ena de oti ye ka nyina no me de me hunu say MPP for omo enyom to answer they will be laughing at the wrong side of your mouth
right so shall like share afa comment nyina go comment section asefa mi yakramo